big thing. Yes, another. Next, Eddy Merckx. Well, he's going to be the same age as the great when he won his title. Now he realises, now he shows us. A shake of the head, a smile, a punch of the air. It's been quite a dramatic day. Possibly an understatement in Australia. All of the off-the-bike incident that effectively took out one of the protagonists, one of the favourites. Then the French launching it early on. The break-up of the race, Evenepoel himself going, and then building a big gap. But he's about to take the final turn, see the finish line, and after Remco reigned in Spain, a first Grand Tour for Belgium for 44 years, it's going to be a first world title in a decade. Remco Evenepoel, it's a year late, but cycling is coming home. Belgium have it, Belgium have it. It's Rainbow Remco Evenepoel, the world champion in Australia. He's reached the top, and there is nobody who's his equal today. A dominant performance, one that you are unlikely to see very often at all. He left them all in his wake, and Rainbow Remco is the world champion. Remco Evenepoel, at 22, is the youngest world champ for 29 years. He's the first to win a Grand Tour and a rainbow jersey in the same year since 1989. And you can reel off the records, but this is what it means. Pure emotion for Evenepoel, pure delight back home in Belgium for a country that is in love with the sport. And there's still medals to play for. They look around, and there's a group chasing on behind here. This group, though, it's Rota, the Italian champion in the blue. Behind him, red with the white stripes, it's Gelmos the Dale. The Danish rider there wearing 45. It's almost track stand stuff. Here's Lutsenko, who might have thought a couple of laps ago that he could have been on the way to winning the World Championship. And Mauro Schmidt, the Swiss. But they're waiting, they're waiting. They've waited too long, because here comes Eenkhoorn. Netherlands, after a dramatic day, looking for a medal. They had one last year with Van Baarle. There's no Van der Poel here, but Eenkhoorn is carrying the flag. Hits the front, and they're with him. He came past, but didn't commit to that. Swinging left and right. Coming up to the finale, and Jan Tratnik now arrives, and here comes the peloton. Or what's left of it. Tratnik looking for the medal for Slovenia. Off he goes. Will they catch him? 300 metres to the line. There's Lutsenko as well. It's all to play for. It's all to fight for. But Jan Tratnik can see himself on the podium. Evenepoel's the winner. Tratnik's away. He's got the finish line ahead, and he's trying to hold on. There's Christophe Laporte behind. There's Wout van Aert as well. And here comes Michael Matthews through the centre. It's Laporte. It's Matthews. Oh, Laporte in second place. Matthews is there with him, I think. What a sprint. And who would have thought it in the last lap that they would come back? It's been a day of shocks all round, but perhaps the least shocking thing of all, Brian Smith, is that Remco Evenepoel rode away to victory. There's confirmation that Laporte has a World Championship medal, as does Matthews. But the winner, the new king, Remco Evenepoel. And here he is. There's been no party yet, but they will be queuing up to buy the beer and shower him in it when he returns to Brussels. Belgium have done it. Quinten Hermans comes to congratulate him. There's his trade teammate for the next couple of months, Denyek Štibár. Van Aert celebrates behind. Here's Yves Lampaert. Dream work, exactly. Droomwerk. Štibár's there. For Hooijdonk. and even the man who passes on the jersey to him. But it stays in the team. Alaphilippe to Evenepoel. And Brian, I'll repeat it again. Liège, Vuelta, Worlds. Not a bad triple crown.
Absolutely amazing. Amazing. And what a finish there from Christophe Laporte. You have to say he deserves that. Michael Matthews, good to see the home nation. But just look at all his teammates coming to support him. Wout van Aert genuinely happy for his teammates. Peter Sagan was up there in the final as well. But just look at the emotion, the pure emotion. This boy, I'll say young man, just loves racing his bike. Let him off the leash, and this is what he does.
Evenepoel excellence. And the message is do not doubt Belgium. Do not doubt Evenepoel. And any of us who did have been proved dramatically and drastically wrong. Evenepoel is on top of the world, on the other side of the world. There's going to be a lot to talk about on and off the bike overnight. How on earth we arrived at this conclusion. Turn after turn, event after event. It will all add up. Even, as Brian was just saying, that finish. It's a 4th place, by the way, for Van Aert, and a 5th place for what looked to be Trentin.
I think Sagan was up there in what, 6th, 7th?
There he was, right inside, yep. Sprinting with Christophe. I think
Christophe
just ahead of him. And another of the Italian riders just coming around.
I think that was possibly Betio is up there. Yeah, incredible day. Great to be part of it.
Top 10 is Evenepoel, Laporte, Matthews, Van Aert, Trentin, Christophe, Sagan, Bettiol, Hayter and Skjelmose, with Garcia Cortina, Tratnik, Rota, Tulet and Honoré following on. Here is the final classified check. Remco Evenepoel on top of the world, on the other side of the world. It's Evenepoel excellence, Remco the rainbow. Belgium have taken cycling home. Evenepoel has beaten Laporte, who finishes 2nd, so France have another medal. And Michael Matthews at home will stand on the podium. Quite the top 10. And Evenepoel in the end winning by 2:21 and celebrating in the final kilometre. He's destroyed them. A monster ride. Bernard, you heard it there. He's going out tonight. And that was the chat, wasn't it, Brian? Why did you attack? I just wanted to be alone.
Yeah, I think I said it in commentary. We see the best of Evenepoel when he's on his own. He doesn't like the other influences of other riders and, you know, having a go at them. He just likes doing his own thing. And like he said, it was his it was his chance to go from distance. But I really did think that we saw a different Evenepoel today. Somebody at the road with maturity and experience, and I think that showed. Okay, there was a little bits where he made maybe a couple of small mistakes, but incredible performance.
Not been a bad season, has it? Monument. Liège in the bag. Grand Tour at the Vuelta España. First Belgian in 44 years. Bronze medal in the time trial at the Worlds.
Bronze medal representing Belgium, Remco Evenepoel.
And now, a world champion on the road. So we look out to the islands after which Wollongong was named and look back at a man who has had an incredible, incredible season. Now the questions will begin. Where is he going to be riding in that rainbow jersey next year? Today's race started up the coast in Helensburgh. Mathieu van der Poel was at the start, but we were getting news that he had spent time at the police station, not returning to his room until 4 a.m. after a disturbance at his hotel, where people were keeping him awake. It'd be a fast start. Eventually, we'd get a group with around a minute. 12 riders would get up the road. We thought we were in for the breakaway of the day, until Bruno Amirai started riding on Mount Kira. A big group of around 50 riders split off from the main peloton, including Tadej Pogacar. Alaphilippe and Kuznefroy were in the second group. And then we had a small group break away from the big group. The famous five, two from Australia, Pavel Sivakov of France. There's representation from Belgium and Italy as well. Germany missed the move. They started chasing, and they bring the rest of the big group back. Just still with 183 kilometers to go. Peter said he was getting an armchair ride, sitting on with 16 men up the road. Into the final 75 kilometers. Quentin Pacher starting the real party behind. Sénéchal trying to drive a group on. A group that included Remco Evenepoel. Evenepoel then went with 35 k's to go on the flat, taking a passenger with him. Passenger who would serve as help for a little while, but only a few kilometers, because Alexei Lutsenko dropped. Evenepoel alone with 25 k's to go and building a lead. He'd take the bell with a bigger lead. It was soon becoming clear that unless there was some incident, some accident, some problem, Evenepoel was world champion-elect. Fight for the medals was still going on behind. And it would carry on inside the last 4 k's. Little did they know, it was all brewing up behind. Evenepoel, after 6¼ hours of racing, was able to celebrate. All the comparisons, all the records, his name written next to them. And then those chasing on got a shock. This group approached. Laporte took silver, Matthews took bronze. Evenepoel, the world champion. Remco Evenepoel, only the 4th man in history to win a monument, a world championship and a grand tour in the same year. He's up there with Alfredo Binda, Eddy Merckx, Bernard Hinault. Evenepoel's only 22. It is quite the company. On the day, he beat the men in that graphic there. Christophe Laporte at 2:21, winning the sprint.